My name's Carmen. Uh, my my brother is an addict. My brother was an addict, and this morning um sorry, I I forgot. Before I came to Al-Anon, I was a cook. I mean, I still am a cook. I'm just a different kind of cook, I guess. My brother and I, we would cook a lot together, especially when we were kids. That's when we were closest. Food was always our common ground. We wanted to open a restaurant together. We had a name, we had a vibe, all of it. My brother could make you feel like you're confident in yourself, you know. Like when I was a kid, if I was nervous, I was scared, I don't want to do something, he'd always tell me to just face it, just get it over with. He'd always say, stupid. He he would always say, let it rip. He was loud and he was hilarious and he had this amazing ability. He could just walk into a room and he could take the temperature of it instantly. He could just dial it. And I'm not built like that, man. Like, I didn't have a lot of friends growing up. I had a stutter when I was a kid. I was scared to speak half the time, and got shitty grades because I couldn't pay attention in school. I didn't get into college. Didn't have any girlfriends. I don't think I'm funny. I always thought my brother was my best friend. Like we just knew everything about each other, except everybody thought he was their best friend. He was that magnetic, and I didn't know my brother was using drugs. What does that say? As we got older, I realized I didn't know anything about him, really. He stopped letting me in the restaurant a couple years ago. He just cut me off cold, and that hurt. And I think that just flipped a switch in me where I was like, okay, fuck you, watch this. And because we had this connection through food and he made me feel so rejected and lame and shitty and uncool, I made this plan where I was gonna go work in all the best restaurants in the world. Like I'm gonna go work in real kitchens. Like fuck mom and dad's piece of shit, right? Like, and it sounds ridiculous, me saying that now, but that that's what I did. I got the shit kicked out of me. And I separated herbs and I shoved oysters and clams and uni and I cut myself and I got garlic and onions and peppers in my fingernails and my eyes. My skin was dry and oily at the same time. I had calluses on my fingers from the knives and my stomach was fucked. And it was everything. And a couple years later, this funny thing happened, which is like for the first time in my life, I started to find this station for myself, and I was fast. I wasn't afraid, and it was clear, and I felt okay. You know, I knew which vegetables went together, proteins, temperatures, sauces, all of that shit. And when someone new came into the restaurant to stage, I'd look at them like they're competition, like I'm gonna smoke this motherfucker. I felt like I could speak through food, like I could communicate through creativity, and that kind of confidence, like I was finally, I, I was good at something that was so new and that was so exciting, and I just wanted him to know that. And fuck, like I just wanted him to be like, good job. And the more he wouldn't respond, the more our relationship kind of strained, and the deeper into this I went, and the better I got, and the more people I cut out, the quieter my life got, and the routine in the kitchen was just so consistent and exacting and busy and hard and alive, and I lost track of time, and he died. And he left me this restaurant. And over the last couple months, I've been trying to fix it, because it was in rough shape, and I think it's very clear that me trying to fix this restaurant is me trying to fix whatever was happening with my brother. And I don't know, maybe fix the whole family, because that restaurant, it has, and it does mean a lot to people. It means a lot to me. I just don't know if it meant anything to him ever.